Finally, we can break down some relevant UFC. UFC 324 just went down last night. The soccer was fun to watch. I'm happy as can be, as you can tell in my voice. Now, we're going to break down the main card. Why don't we break down the whole card? Because no one cares what I got to say yet. Maybe you care a little bit. That's why we do the main card, all right? But I will touch on this prelim. So let's first get this out of the way. I predicted like every fight I predicted here. I got them all right, and that's nothing to hang your hat on, okay? These were pretty obvious picks. This is probably the most easy card to make picks on in a long time. All right, I had Umar going out there beating Figueiredo. I said Figueiredo, he just doesn't have that thing anymore to where I trust him to compete and beat the best guys in the world. And I looked at this fight, no offense, as a free win for anybody in the top 5. Davison is older. He was coming off the leg injury. The last win he got, it wasn't even that impressive. Like, I was like, man, you're going to lose to a top guy. And they give him a top guy in Umar, who does beat him, but it wasn't very exciting. Like, I thought Umar was going to do more. You didn't rock him. You didn't ragdoll him. You didn't crack him on the feet with anything crazy. Like, it was like, flip the kick up, and I'm content with just getting a win, and like, and when you do that, great, you got the win. But you cannot be mad when they go, oh, we're going to give Sean the fight. We're going to give him the title shot now. Like, you go out there and you finish this guy here, Figueiredo. You go out there and dominate and finish him in exciting fashion, or even just beat him up for 3 rounds. You can make the case for giving you the shot. But when you go out there and have this, like, meh type of fight, it was a meh fight. You can't be mad when they go, one more, buddy. You're going to get one more if you want the title shot. So that's how this fight went. Unfortunate for Umar. He looks great. This guy's the best. I'd love to see him in there fight Peter Yan. But you go out there and you do what you did against Figueiredo, who anybody else likely would have beat down on. You got to get one more. Moving on. Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva. Everybody, come on. You guys picked Gene Silva too. Everybody did. Got it done by decision. This was a good fight. This was a scrap. Very fun to see. And for Gene Silva, the only downside this guy has is just the need to oral farm too much, okay? Now, what he did at the end, you surfboard, right? Jump on the back and surf at the end of the fight. Love it. That's great. That's a great time to go ahead and look for those clips and oral farm. In the middle of the fight, after you get cracked or something, that was it. Hug me. Like, that's when people are like, let's maybe stay locked in, because when you're locked in, you're a dangerous cat, okay? This guy's he's a scary guy. He's one of the most fun guys to watch in the division, if not the most entertaining guy to watch in the division. Can you imagine a scrap with this guy and Yair Rodriguez? Woo, that'd be a fun little striking match right there. I'd love to see that. But nonetheless, he gets it done against Arnold Allen. And Arnold, who doesn't love Arnold? Bark if you're gay. Like, this guy's a funny little guy. Whether he's trying to be or not, he's a funny guy. I'm hoping he can come back, bounce back with some wins, and stay in the mix, because he's a fun guy to listen to, because he's funny without trying, all right? Gene Silva, this guy's good, man. He's fun to watch. Hopefully they give him a big one next. And yeah, let's move on. This fight here, you know what? I did pick Rose. I thought she won watching it live, but let's go ahead and break this down on the second channel, where we talk all things women's MMA. I have a 45-minute video coming on this breakdown here of just this fight. So that's what's needed. So for now, we'll move on. Waldo Cortez Acosta, Derek Lewis. Another fight where everybody was pretty much the same on this, right? You said, Waldo's probably going to win it, but I want Derek to win it. That was pretty much everybody's case. And after this fight, I've changed my tune, okay? I now am on the Waldo train. I root for Waldo. And, I mean, he checks every single box you want in a contender, in a guy to root for. Now, Derek Lewis, it was sad. The first time I looked at him, I was like, this is the first time I've looked at Derek and said, man, this guy looks old. He looks out of shape. And the one-trick pony just doesn't look like it's enough anymore. And it was heartbreaking because I was rooting for Derek. But Waldo gets it done. The finish was so weird. Derek, like, flops down and just no interest. He doesn't care to get up. He just flops down and is like, oh, I'll just stay here. Oh, what? You're dropping? Like, that's how the finish went. It was weird to see. Waldo gets it done. And when I say this guy checks every box, what do you want in a guy to root for? You want him to be active. This guy's easily the most active heavyweight. Well, you want him to get finishes. This guy's knocking everybody out now. Well, you want him to have some personality. Well, he's in there trying, he's wearing the eye patch, calling out Tom, making fun of him. And, you want a guy who's going to call people out. And what's this guy doing? He's calling guys out. He calls for Curtis Blades. I think they give it to him. Give this guy what he wants. Everybody else, they fight, especially in heavyweight, you fight once a year. Who do you want next? I don't know. Whoever. This guy says no. If I'm healthy, I'll fight. Put me on next month if you want. I'll be active. I'll knock everybody out. I'll call everybody out. This guy, I'm on his train. Waldo, my new favorite heavyweight, besides Tom, of course. You got to still root for Tom. But besides Tom, Waldo, I'm on the Waldo train. I'm in the corner of Waldo. Okay? And that's all I have to say about that. So you should join it too, because it's pretty fun over here. Anyway, Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. This fight went, it was a little closer than I thought, but it went pretty much how I expected. Everybody, same thing, man. I'm telling you, predictable card. You say Song's been around a long time. He's a good fighter. He's fought some great guys. He's been competitive, but he always loses against those top guys. I look at Sean as still a top guy, only lost to Marab. And the fight went how I went. I had people are saying robbery. Come on, guys. I had Sean winning the first off. It looked like he was landing the better strikes on the feet, and the takedown Song got just led to absolutely nothing. So you can't look at that and be like, oh well, you might have edged Sean on the feet, but that takedown no, it doesn't separate anything. If it does nothing, it's the same as if they just clinched, but the guy who's clinching you has you up against the cage. Is he now winning because he's doing no damage but holding you there? Not really. So I had Sean winning this fight. The first and the third most clear for Sean. Busted Song up. Off damage, he's clearly won it. Song, he won the second. Pretty clearly won the second for Song. And, when I look at this fight as well, think about Song Yadong here. Sean, this was a more exciting fight than Umar's fight against Figueiredo. And Song, at this point, is a better fighter than Figueiredo. He's younger. He's just better. He's better right now. If Song fought Figueiredo, Song is beating Figueiredo, and he's probably doing it more impressively than Umar did. So that's why I can be like, I wouldn't be mad if they said, Umar, you got to wait, and we'll let Sean fight for the belt now. Because, that's just how it is. Anyways, let's get to this one, the big one. This is the one where I finally did pick the underdog here. I picked Justin to get it done. I made 2 videos. I made TikToks and shorts about it. Check them out. I just had a gut feeling. I had a gut feeling that Justin was being counted out by a lot of people. This guy's been around a long time. He's fought the best in the world. He's experienced, he's felt the grappling of Khabib. He's felt the grappling of Charles. And Paddy, as great as he is, I don't think he's a grappler. He's not as good as a grappler as those two guys. Like, if they straight up had a grappling match, he would probably lose to both of those guys. And yeah, Justin lost to them, but he felt that. He knew how to make adjustments after fighting those guys. And going into this fight, you look at the advantages. Justin, he's heavier hands and better boxing. And Paddy, better grappling. And he's lanky, and I think he's just, because he's younger, he could do a little bit more, like more athletic movements, the flying knees, the head kicks and all that. But I think Paddy, man, he surprised me. The chin, the durability, the leg kicks, the shots he was landing on the feet, like he was hanging in there. It's just the damage Justin was putting on him. Justin was busting up his face. And we do have to say the fouls, though. I mean, where was the point being taken away at? Because it wasn't in this fight. Justin poked this guy in the eye twice, and that second one was bad. The second one, the thumb in the eye, led to a lot of damage on Paddy's face. And, I mean, man, that's just, as a ref, I feel like if you're looking at the replay and you see, okay, well, he went down because of the eye poke. He took all these shots and got busted up because of an eye poke. You know what? I have to take a point, because, I mean, this guy's now going into the next round much more damaged and hurt than he was in the previous round. So that's where I think the judging is kind of like, and I know this was a dirty fight. They fouled each other, the nut kicks, but let's be real. The 2 eye pokes and the groin shot is worse than the groin shot that Paddy landed, because Justin was doing damage off that eye poke. Damn it. It was unfortunate for Paddy. Nonetheless, though, Justin gets it done. Dude, this guy's a dog. He's got crafty tricks up his sleeve. He was going out there. He made the fight a war, which I was worried about, because it's like, man, you got flatlined not too long back. How are you comfortable going in there making this a war? But he was. And the fact that he did that, that's pretty freaking ballsy, going out there and not being afraid to get flatlined. And he made this a war. Paddy, I mean, I think he proved a lot of people wrong. I think this guy is a dog. I think he can eat big shots. I think he can hang with the best guys in the world. And I honestly, they fight 5 times. I'm not picking Justin all 5. Paddy he's good, man. I hope he can bounce back and get a good win. This guy, he belongs in the top of the division after this fight. But I have to criticize that chin, man. I mean, look, your chin, you could take some shots, but he fights with that chin up. He's fighting as if his nose is what you have to hit to knock him out. So to block his nose, he's like, let me point my chin up so they can block those shots with my chin. And he does it. He didn't get knocked out very impressively. I had me scared. But every time you were counting this guy out in the fight, saying, well, he's about over, he would come back and have his moments. So very good work from Patty here to survive and to show the heart and the dog. And for Justin, I mean, 2-time interim champ. Has that ever been done before? Maybe it has. Very impressive, Justin Gaethje at this age to go out there and have another war against a young guy on the rise and get it done. I mean, this guy's crazy. And before this fight, I would have said, Topuria's going to smoke him. He's going to smoke him. I don't want to see that. But now after seeing that Justin, his chin has recovered, I'm not mad at that fight. Justin's going to be bigger than Topuria. And, oh, man, he's going to be trying to make it a war. That's a fun, crazy fight. Likely going to be a nasty finish in that fight. So, great card overall. Very fun. And I'm excited to be back chit-chatting about the sport. So, yeah, let's keep this sucker going. I'm out of here.